Dear friends, I also feel that it is necessary for me to explain to you why some transgender people are actually begging and doing sex work. Um, a lot of people I've met in colleges, universities, and across wherever I travel who interact with me, a lot of people have been asking why transgender people are begging, why are they doing sex work? It's a big question. It actually comes from the community. It comes from the public. Well, of course, I have the answer why transgender people are doing sex work or begging. Unlike any other community, the transgender community is pushed out of their homes, usually during their teenage years. Losing their education, which is the biggest asset for anybody, the education, to get educated and to live in society in a very dignified way. A lot of transgender people are pushed out of their homes once in the society. Once they are in the society, they face immeasurable, unstoppable hurdles. The first thing is because they are very feminine or very masculine from their physical gender, from their born gender, they are insulted. Insulted non-stop wherever they go, whatever work they do, whatever work they are trying to get. Everything is about insult, about bullying, everything. You have to live that life to understand how it is. And most transgender people actually, they try to live alone, but it's impossible. Nobody gives them a house. Nobody is willing to give a transgender a house to live in for rent. And so usually transgender people live in groups. It's for security, it's for safety, it's for creating an artificial family for our own well-being, loving each other, being secure for each other and all that. So, why do they beg or do sex work? Transgender people do begging and sex work because usually there is no good opportunity coming up. Even if I know that there are a lot of people out who are giving opportunities for transgender people in corporate companies, big concerns and everything. But most transgender people are not even qualified, even they haven't even crossed their 10 standard. So with that, how they are underqualified to take up jobs. So that is the reason many transgender people actually go for sex work or begging. Because if they go for a lower level job, the money that they get, the salary that they get will not be enough for them. A 6,000, 7,000 will never be enough for their transition, for their medical change, for their physical change, for their rent, food, clothing, all the basic things. So many transgender people prefer sex work, which is another kind of employment for them. You have to think who is doing this sex work. The transgender people, of course. But who are their clients? It is you, public. You men out there who are perverts, who have your libidos boiling with sexual energy. If transgenders don't do sex work, you will rape your sisters and you will rape your neighbors and everybody. That much perversion exists in our Indian society about sex. So sex workers have to exist to satisfy your lust, to satisfy your perversion. So in a way, transgender people, in a way, by doing sex work, they are doing a service. And to protect women from being raped. Please understand that. Please understand, I'm not justifying sex work. I'm just telling it the truth, the reality what's going on. If men are able to rape, if men don't have a heart and are raping an 8-year-old child, a 3-month-old children, then definitely they need their perversions to be in somehow let it out. And transgender people and other sex workers are all doing that. Of course, they are not doing it with their own happiness or out of their own will, because they are doing because they have no other choice of living. Because they are not educated, they are living such a life. You need to understand that. We activist people, we are trying to work for them, we are trying to get them educated, we are trying to get them reservation, opportunities, we are trying to get them a dignified place in the society, we are trying to make their parents accept them, not reject. We are trying to do so many things to uplift them. But a lot of people, especially when a prominent person like Miss Kasturi, who is an actress, exterior actress, someone like her, when she tweets something horrible about transgender people, it's really hurting and it's very dangerous. So I just wanted to condemn such things from these people. The Indian film industry has completely exploited the transgender people. They are the number one reason for the underprivileged living of the community here. They are the number one reason for family rejections. In a lot of ways, they have been damaging the community. So please understand that transgender people are not begging or doing sex work because they wanted to, but they are pushed out of it. Unless our families accept transgender people, they will be doing sex work and begging. Unless you stop from the from films, you stop exploiting the transgender community. Unless you sex perverts, you stop exploiting the transgender community. They will be begging and doing sex work. Families should accept. Media and film should respect them. Everybody should respect them. Only then we can change. We will have a life of our own. All those people who are successful like me and so many of them, we have gone through all shaming and a lot of hurdles, and we could withstand it. Those people who cannot withstand it commit suicide. Please understand the value of human life. Thank you very much. Thank you.